Welcome to your practice of Lakshmi today. Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance and beauty and wealth. And so one of the boons of this energy is actual material wealth and abundance, but the ultimate goal is a sense of internal abundance, internal wealth, spiritual wealth, and abundance. So the practice that we're going to do this morning is an abundance practice. It's a kundalini yoga abundance practice. We'll do a couple poses. We'll do a little movement with some sound and then a little meditation at the end. So it's a short little practice today, but a really, really potent one. All right. I'm getting ready to tune in. Inhale deep. Retain the breath just a bit. Pull up the root. Pull the belly button back toward the spine. Close the eyes and exhale out the nose. Inhale again. Retain the breath. Pull up the lock. Pull the belly button back. Gently close the eyes. Bring your awareness to the point between the eyebrows. And then exhale. Rub the hands together nice and firm. Building up some heat. And then come into pranam mudra, hands firmly in front of breastbone. Press together, fingers, thumbs, palms, elbows out to the side. Inhale deep to tune in. Om. Guru Dei Namo. Om. Guru Dei Namo. Om. Guru Dei Namo. And then one chant for protection. Ad Gude Name, Jugad Gude Name, Sad Gude Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, Ad Gude Name, Jugad Gude Name, Sad Gude Name, Siri Gurudeve Name, Ad Gude Name, Jugad Gude Name, Sad Gude Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Satnam. Starting with Siri Om, bringing our hands to rest on our thighs. You can do this entire practice from a chair, from any comfortable seated position. Just make sure you get nice and comfortable wherever you're sitting. You do need to be seated for this if possible. So hands on the thighs. This is called the Siri Om or the Sufi grind, it's been called. We're just waking up the spine. So we'll start by just rotating the spine in one direction. Using the breath, inhale as you come back, exhale as you come back, inhale as you move forward. We're just cooking up the energy of the spine, waking it up, lifting it from the lower body into the upper body. So this can be a small rotation or a large rotation for you this morning. We're going one direction and then we will switch. So use this just for you to wake up the energy and begin to lift it, move it up the spine. This is one of the things I think that if you did only this practice in a day, your spine would probably be feeling pretty good. So just a few more breaths, just a few more rotations. And then we'll pause and go the other way. Making this work exactly perfectly just for you, exactly the way that your body needs to move in this moment. We change every day, all day, from breath to breath. So you might be moving slowly. You might be moving in really small, subtle circles. You might be moving really big and fast, like me. Hooking the energy, bringing it up, 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 up. And then we'll slowly start to wrap this up. We do not want to stop abruptly. So just letting the rotations get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're almost imperceptible. And then come to a point of stillness. Just close the eyes for a moment and notice. If it feels okay to close the eyes down, bring the gaze up to the point between the eyebrows, the third eye point, and just feel the effects. All right, our next spinal warm up is just called a heart opening warm up. So we'll bring the hands where the fingers are facing forward, and then the thumbs are going to come behind and rest them on top of the shoulders. If that's just not available for the shoulders, that's okay. You can place the hands on the front of the chest. We're going to be doing some twisting here. Normally I mirror, but with these practices, it matters left and right because of the energy channels that we're working. So if the hands can fit up here, that's great. Just do your best to accommodate whatever's working in your shoulders today. So as you inhale, you'll twist to the left, in through the nose. And as you exhale, out the nose to the right. So we'll do this like that for a while. Take your time. You might want to go really slow. You might want to go left and then right and then left and then right. Keep it going while I'm talking. In Kundalini, we do a lot of repetitive things to move the energy. So you can take a break. Just make sure you're doing this in a way that works for your spine today, your body. Don't push too hard. Almost there. Just a few more. On your next inhale, come to center. Inhale, retain the breath. Pull up in the root lock. Leave the arms where they are. Pull in the belly button. Close the eyes. Look at the third eye. And then exhale out the nose. One more time, inhale deep. Retain the breath. And exhale. The arms come down to rest gently. Okay, so the next little piece we're going to do is the part for the creation of abundance. Using this word HUD. So it's HAR. Sounds a little bit like HUD. It's like a HUD. The R is a flick of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and that's to activate some particular meridians. So this sound HUD is the sound of, we'll say, creation, of optimal creativity. So when you're doing this practice, this HUD practice that I'm going to show you, it can also be really helpful to kind of focus in on what you're wanting to bring abundance around, what you're wanting to invite. So a caution about this practice is that you don't want to do it too much and then get too greedy and draw too much towards you and then be overwhelmed. So you're never to do it longer than 11 minutes. If you're at work, should not do it more than 3 minutes at your work because it might draw in a lot of abundance, but to where you're like golden handcuffs, like too much work, too much material heaviness so that you lose your freedom. So this idea is to get your vision clear about how you would like to draw your abundance in and bring that to the awareness as you're doing your practice. So for this practice, we are going to knock our ring fingers together. And when we knock our ring fingers together, we want to make sure that our left thumb is above the right thumb when we knock them together. That's the movement. And then we'll flip our hands and knock the pinky fingers together. Okay? So HUD, 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 HUD. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like. I'm going to bring our eyes to almost close and then look at the tip of our nose. It could be a little challenging on the eyes, so you can practice just closing the eyes and then coming back to look at the tip of the nose. And then one last part is when we say the HUD sound, we really want to pump the belly button back to activate the will center. HUD, 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 HUD. And then you look at the tip of the nose. And I'm going to set us a timer for 2 minutes. We're going to do it for 2 minutes today. Okay. HUD, 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 HUD. Look at the tip of your nose. HUD, 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 HUD. Remember to pump the navel on the sound. HUD, 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 HUD. Keep going. If it's too hard on your eyes, just close them down. And then when you're ready, open them back up to look at the nose. HUD, 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 HUD. We're almost there. HUD, 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 and release. Inhale deep. Close the eyes, retain the breath. Look at the third eye center. And exhale, release. One more time, inhaling deep. Hold the breath, retain, pull in the root lock, pull the belly button back toward the spine. Close the eyes, gaze through the third eye center. Exhale, release. This last part of the practice is just a gentle meditation. So when we're asking, for abundance to come toward us, we also want to really be in gratitude and in love. And I also encourage you to invite in your spiritual abundance, your spiritual wealth, your inner wealth, a richness of inner life. So this meditation is just by placing your hands on your heart. Your right hand is going to go over your left hand. We gently close the eyes down and see if we can send the energy of the breath through the heart. Sending love into the self, into the heart of you. Wishing for yourself abundance, abundance in health, abundance in peace, abundance in love. And extending your wish for health and abundance and wealth out to the people in your immediate life. Breathing deep into the heart center. And then see if you can expand this awareness out into the world at large. Breathing deep through the heart. And then just coming back gently to your heart center. Filling yourself with breath. And gratitude for this time to take this practice today. And then we'll bring our hands together one more time at heart center. And we'll just close out the practice with one sat nam. Sat nam.